Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to Northwest Cryptos. Let's dive right into these charts. So what I have pulled up right here is the Wyckoff accumulation pattern. Now I'm no expert when it comes to Wyckoff accumulation or redistribution patterns or any of these, but I was looking the other day and to me it looked like it could have been a Wyckoff accumulation or a redistribution. Now it is looking a lot more like a Wyckoff accumulation. So I just wanted to pull this up. If you pull up a chart, if you pause this video, pull up a chart right now of a Wyckoff accumulation pattern, it looks very, very similar to this. So pull it up, push pause on this video, pull it up, lay it over this, and tell me in the comments if you think that's what we might be in right now. So on the shorter time frame, so if we go, let's go to 30 minutes. So we have kind of had a breakout here. Let's see. So yeah, we have this downward sloping trend line that we have now finally broken above, right? So when you pump like this, it can be very typical for a retracement to occur. So if we did come back down here, even all the way to 34 or 5,000 range, I would not be shocked. I think that would be pretty typical. These are just our fib retracement levels. So if we came down to the 0618 as such and bounced off of here and continued on, that's something I can see as possible. So again, we finally broke out of this resistance because we had been stuck underneath this level for a long time, since May 19th, right? Since we dropped below it on May 18th, May 19th. We are now above it. That is a good sign. Things are looking a lot more bullish than they have in a long time. So let's also check on this, guys, because our Keltner channel is something that, as you can see, let's pull up the daily time frame. As you can see, we have been inside or on top of the Keltner channel the entire bull run. So what has happened is we use the top of it as we use the bottom of it as support and continue on up. We use the bottom of support, bottom of it as support. Oops. Bottom of support, bottom of support. But we finally fell through the Keltner channel right here, okay? So right here, we actually fell through. We came back up, tested the top of it as resistance now. Instead of the bottom being our support, we fell through. The top is now our resistance. Came a lot more down, right? And we've accumulated sideways with this downward sloping resistance line that we have now broken. And not only that, but we have gotten back into our channel and we are attempting to break above to the top of it. Now, if we break to the above the top, break above the top of the Keltner channel, which also happens to be a crucial resistance level at 42, that's a lot of resistance right here. So that's a lot of strong resistance from the Keltner channel and just a trend line. Now, if we break above this, this is going to be strong support, I believe. And I would be then very bullish. Maybe not very bullish, but I would be bullish. I would definitely be bullish. So I just wanted to show you that we are attempting to test the top of the Keltner channel. Are we going to be rejected from it as resistance and continue on down? Are we going to take another leg down if we get rejected? by this? Or do we have enough momentum to break through the top of it? As far as momentum goes, we're obviously slowing down significantly. Now, in Market Cipher B is a great tool that I should have up right now, but just to keep it easy, our retracement levels, if we do retrace, let's say back to the 061A, if we do retrace back to the 061A, 36,000, maybe that gives us, if enough people go long right here because we bounce off, if we go like this, a bunch of people go long right here, maybe that'll give us enough momentum to get above 42,000. That's why I'm going over all this. We need some momentum to get above this. We haven't been above 42,000 in a long time, right? Since we have fallen below it on May 19th, we have not been back above 42,000. So we need to get some momentum to get above this line. We don't have much momentum right now. Maybe it can pick up, but if we can come down to the 618, even down here to the support level, wherever we have to come down, because we are retracing. So at this point, if we just retrace to a good level of support, we test one of these areas as support that was our resistance. This support level, the 618, right? 618 was resistance for us. So if we can test it, it holds this support, that might give us enough momentum, okay? Simple as that. Actually, before we move on to altcoins, let's talk about Bitcoin news, because Bitcoin is getting a humongous update, and this is extremely exciting because Bitcoin is, with this upgrade called Taproot, which first off, it's very difficult for the Bitcoin network, for any update to take place within the Bitcoin network. Because all of the miners have to be in agreement. There's so many miners out there. I mean, Bitcoin's very decentralized, right? Because the miners are spread out across the world. But there's always disagreement within these circles. So it sounds like they have come to an agreement in regards to this update. This update is called Taproot. It's going to give Bitcoin the capability of smart contracts. So we'll have smart contract capability. It will make it more efficient. I believe it'll speed up transactions and more secure. It'll be more secure. So it is the first update in 4 years. Like I said, it has been approved by the miners around the world, which is a rare moment of consensus. Like it says here, see? So it is a rare moment of consensus among stakeholders and crypto experts. Crypto experts tell CNBC. It's a pretty big deal for the world's most popular cryptocurrency. It is. This is a huge deal. So this is very exciting. You have, obviously, you see Bitcoin got a pump since this news came out, but this is very, very, very exciting news, and I believe it's supposed to be implemented in like November of this year. So go check out this article. When you get a chance, you can read more about it. In other news, we had the Elon Musk tweet, right? What did Elon Musk tweet today, guys? Maybe I'll title my video that. Are you guys curious about what Elon Musk tweeted today? Click here. So Elon Musk did state, interesting, you can't see it here, but Elon Musk did state in a tweet that he responded to someone else in a tweet, he does plan on Tesla does plan on accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment as soon as it is more energy efficient. The specific number that he gave was 50%. So 50% green energy is what he wants in order for Tesla to consider accepting Bitcoin once again. So, he was down on his investment. It's getting too close to 30K, right? If Bitcoin's at 30K, that means Tesla's down, I think, a little bit. So, yeah, he can do what he wants, and he can tweet what he wants, and people can react how they want, and we can just adjust. What we need to do is to adjust to it, right? It's how we respond that makes us who we are. So, in other news, Tudor Jones endorsement. So that's a pretty big endorsement. He basically said that he was willing to put 5% of his net worth into Bitcoin, which he also said comparably he would put 5% into gold. So he didn't have gold rated higher than Bitcoin, right? So that's a good news. It actually says it right here. I want 5% in gold, 5% in Bitcoin, 5% in cash, and 5% in commodities. So Tudor Jones is obviously like a billionaire hedge fund manager. So yeah, we've had a lot of bullish news lately. El Salvador and a lot of countries after them have now stated they're interested in adding Bitcoin as a legal tender. So this is a lot of good news, guys. Lots of good news coming out lately, which is good. We've needed it. We've dealt with a lot of bad news. And real quick, because one thing we have been monitoring on my channel is the death cross. So just do this. Actually, let's go ahead and use Stephen's Golden Cross, which is a newer indicator that did just come out. Go check out Steve's YouTube channel. Crypto Crew University, I believe is what it's called. I've watched a few videos. I watched a video because I try to watch everybody's videos. By the end of my day, a lot of the time I've watched a few different videos of crypto analysis, so I did see that he was offering a free indicator for this death cross, which is kind of portraying where we're headed or what this is going to look like. So a lot of people believe we are going to still see the cross. It is slowly changing its course. I don't know if we can really divert this, like something like that, but we could get a big enough pump to obviously get it back above this, which would be extremely bullish. So, but until then, we just need to monitor this, and we're still looking like we can get this cross. It's okay. It is what it is. In fact, a lot of the death crosses that I've looked back personally, because I know people have said this, but a lot of the death crosses that have occurred in the past actually had the opposite effect at first. So we usually saw pretty big, even sometimes some big gainers. If you were to go long there at the death cross, you would have, with leverage too, you would have came up big time. So that's interesting. That's something to consider. We're also at a place, I say this all the time, we're getting to a place, we're starting to get to a place in Bitcoin where a bear market is going to mean something different. It's going to be shorter. It's not going to be as significant of dips. Things will start to stabilize more. We are still in early stages, guys. This is early. One day if Bitcoin's $1 million, you're going to look back and you're going to wish that right at any point when it was under 100K, right, that you put everything you owned into Bitcoin. So there's the death cross. Maybe we can avoid it, but it's not looking too good at the moment. Like I said, it has had the opposite reaction, in which it actually shoots up rather than go down. But what I have seen, and I know people have pointed this out about it going up, but I don't know if a lot of people have pointed out the fact that they have gone up in the very short term, but not long after a death cross, they seem to have these big pumps after a death cross, and then slowly start to trickle down, right? So maybe we get a death cross, and then we pump up, and it's looking good, and then we come back down, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. So in my eyes, if we get a death cross, because if we do get a death cross and it pumps us up, that was in the 300K area. That's not what I meant, guys. I had it zoomed in on the daily, so that's what it looks like. So anyways, if we do get a death cross, and it does give us that reverse effect, we actually pump up, and we pump up to one of these higher levels up here where we were to test new all-time highs, then I don't care that it was a death cross and that we might potentially go back down in the future. We can monitor that when we get there, but I'll just be happy we got back up to these levels. So we will reevaluate once we are back up at these levels. Until now, we're down here. Death cross is still coming. We're still monitoring it. We're monitoring the top of our Keltner channel line. And we're monitoring the Wyckoff accumulation pattern. And I view this off of the 2-hour time frame. I think that has worked the best for me. Let me take off this fib. So I view this off of the 2-hour time frame. It looks the best here. So again, if you match a chart over this, I mean, they look pretty darn similar to me, guys. They do. So take a look at it for yourself. Now, in regards to ADA, I want to touch on ADA here. So we had kind of a bull flag last night. Played out a little bit. That's not the full measured move. Well, I guess that is the measured move from this bull flag. So anyways, same thing. We've had a lot of upwards action, so we're seeing somewhat of a retracement here. And that's completely fine. I don't want to throw the fib back on. I guess I can. Fine. Easy to do, right? So here it is, guys. We could come back down here to the $1.50 range. ADA's looking good. ADA's looking good. You know, if we're above this $1.49 range, I'm feeling pretty good about that. I'm looking to do some sort of position today. ADA is one of the coins I like to trade the most, so I'm looking to go short up here. You know, short right here, or you know, obviously long down here. So I might go short or long right there. This weekend, I did 3 different trades this weekend with 100% success. Instead of making many small trades, I decided to just make a few bigger trades. 2 were 5%. This one was 16% profit. So I made some decent profit on this one, used 5 times leverage, shorted right here. When I'm doing this, I'm using Market Cipher B. Gets me a lot of good info here. I really like Market Cipher B. So especially for these swing trades, man, this is perfect. So Market Cipher B is a great tool. Great tool. Boom, here's a green dot. Just looking at the chart. This is only 30 minutes, so this isn't the most reliable for green dots, but obviously right here, if you bought in right at that green dot, you know, you could have shorted right up here. So this is a great tool, guys. There is 5 different indicators, oscillators. There's 5 different oscillators built into this one indicator, right? 5 different oscillators. Okay, and they do work in confluence with one another. So Pretty dang cool. Okay. Pretty dang cool. So ADA, we're tracing a little bit on a lot of these coins because we all saw big pumps. Audio is going down, and I knew that just by looking at the percent because we were just up here at a 11675. Now we're at 110. So it went from like 10% to 7%, like I said. So AMC is up 13% now, guys. So people are pumping AMC again. I guess that was a good spot to buy right here, huh? If you were looking to jump in on this retracement. So this is an example, guys. AMC is kind of an example of what I'm hoping for, I'm looking for on these other coins, actually. Not other coins, but on cryptocurrencies rather than stocks. So do you see how we did have a retracement here? So there was a retrace on AMC, and these other coins are kind of doing the same thing, right? Because anytime there's a big pump like that, you kind of just have a pump and then you kind of retrace. And if we're going to continue the pump, then what that looks like is the same with BTC, right? Like I was showing you guys earlier. You bounce off the 0618 or something like that, or maybe we bounce off down here and continue forward. But those are just obviously some options, some ways it can play out. So everything is kind of retracing at the moment. Let's look at Doge real quick before I let you guys go today. Dogecoin. So Doge has kind of just been struggling, guys. Not much price action. So 0.31%. So at least it's not going down much. So that's good. You guys are Doge is consolidating sideways, and man, that was a good spot, right, to buy in Doge. Really was, guys, right here. On all of these coins, May 19th. I've been saying this for weeks now. May 19th. May 19th. So May 19th on all of these coins, guys, was the spot, May 19th. A 4-cent VeChain, May 19th, 4-cent VeChain. $100 Litecoin, come on. Come on. A 63-cent XRP. So, guys, that was the day. This was the day. And you know what? Even if it's not the bottom, you're still in a lot of profit. So who cares? That part is not worth arguing about if that was the bottom or not. Regardless if you're someone who loves to short the market and that's all you do, for a fact this was the best place to go long in the last several months, right? So anyways, guys, we're looking a lot better than we have been looking. That is a fact. We're still not out of the dark, but it's looking good. It's looking good. And I'm feeling good. And I'm feeling good about it. We got some good news going on. We got some bullish news coming out in regards to crypto and Bitcoin. People are starting to give Bitcoin some love again and not talk so poorly about Bitcoin. Poor Bitcoin. Especially now with these smart contracts and DeFi, I think the DeFi stuff going on. Sovereign's a really cool project. If you haven't heard of it, I went over it last week, I think, and Sovereign is DeFi for Bitcoin. So obviously, once they launched their own token, Sovereign token, and that is Sovereign token, and that is only able to be purchased one way. Go to their website, look up their website in order to purchase. It'll give you instructions on how to purchase Sovereign token. But that is DeFi for Bitcoin. Kind of like how there's DeFi for everything else. There isn't much. There is not for Bitcoin. Now there is. And on top of Sovereign, there's also the smart contract capabilities coming. So Bitcoin is fundamentally extremely bullish today, in my opinion. I'm not looking at all the negative news. I don't care to read it because I truly believe a lot of it is BS. That's my honest opinion. So lots of good, but what I was going to say is fundamentally we're looking very bullish. As far as the TA goes, and the TA shows us, we are starting to lean towards the bullish side somewhat. So take that for what it's worth. We are slowly starting to get out of the bearish. We broke the bearish trend. We did break that bearish trend that we had been stuck in. But we still have many obstacles ahead of us to face. So may Bitcoin holders unite. We ride through the night. Thank you guys. I'll see you tomorrow with another video.